5 for the Santage.
You don't got no charge? You ain't got no charger?
Yeah, I'll get my charge on.
Alright, well, now that we on, what's going on, people?
Hi.
Welcome to Savagery is Now a Session podcast. Episode 22.
A safe space where your thoughts won't be judged.
Yes, a safe space where your honesty will not be judged. We are at episode 22. For some reason, I feel like I'm in session 22. I feel like I'm on like I've been on this in like a Star Trek mode, so I've been calling everything Niner. So that's why 6, 9, 20, 20.
I can't do this.
Do the thing?
Nah, this is as far as I go.
That's how I do it.
That's like a retarded West Side.
What is you doing? What is it doing? Like, you don't know if you shooting fake guns or like calling a lesbian friend like later.
It's like it's two things, one mistake, and then what's the thing?
Shut the fuck
Two
up.
mistakes.
Hey,
Really?
But welcome back to Savage Dream Session.
What's going on?
What up?
It's your girl Tro.
It's your boy EJ.
It's the Blackjew.
Hey, the
I think I'm gonna do like a
back.
pony dance every week. Just
Blackjew,
to measure
yes.
I might hit y'all with the white people dab.
We decided to add a new member. Welcome to Blackjew. He's gonna be a regular on here with us.
You guys love him, so we're gonna keep him on with us.
Absolutely,
I'm glad. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
He's
Love
a
you
good
guys.
supporter. He supports. He always shares.
That's my guy right there. He helps out.
Motherfucking subscribe to this shit right now.
I'm talking about, son. Listen to the white boy, son. Listen to the
Subscribe to
white boy.
this shit right the fuck now.
When has a Jew ever steered you wrong?
That's fine.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. But how's everybody been this week?
I mean,
With you. I mean, I'm just fine.
I've been good. Did some dumb shit. Got in trouble for it. But it's what it is.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, that's already done and dealt with.
It's already out there. It's already done. That was almost like a week ago.
Almost.
That shit's almost.
No, actually, it's Friday. Like,
I mean,
yes.
today was about it.
That shit's still old news.
It's taken care of.
There's too much going on in the world.
Bye.
Too much going on in the world to focus on that last judgment. So moving forward.
That's all we can do.
Fuck. Matter of fact, before I say what I want to say,
But wait, hold up. You ain't gonna ask your other co-hosts how they been?
you told me you was good. You just said you were good.
I said I live with him. How you been?
I'm good. I live with you. I'm good.
I thought you answered that.
Okay.
This don't get
You ready
spicy.
to leave? Like just be
Don't-
starting this
No.
shit?
He got some shit he wants to say off his chest right now.
Don't get spicy with me.
You.
All right, you don't like spicy
Shit.
foods. Okay,
Good.
That's fine. She don't like spicy food.
feel me?
It don't matter.
She don't like spicy food.
I'm still acknowledging you.
Yo, I gotta tell you, on shout out to the Drunk Ugs, by the way.
Yes.
in case you
Facts,
caught it,
If you
yes.
guys did not see our session last week, check out our not our session, but our collabo with Drunk Unks.
Yes,
You can find it on
yes.
Linktree, right?
Yes,
Apple
Linktree, Apple Podcast.
Go check that out. We had mad fun with Uncle Night Night, Uncle Facts, and Twitty. We had mad fun with you guys, and by the time we left, we were drunk.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
By the time we left, we were
I was
drunk.
pretty good. I was not gonna stop. Shout out my boy BB.
Yes.
Shout out Red.
Hey,
Red
Kai Customs
2018 at gmail.com.
Yes.
If you need shirts or something more, hit him up.
Tattoos, anything. He can design you your new fucking panties. He can. He can do whatever he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That is my guy.
And,
Man, $100,000. Like,
and Savage Dream Session is now a part of Kai Customs. So we're gonna have some apparel coming out, and we're gonna do some dresses. Cause I know how I like to get down with my dresses.
yes.
Don't say it, motherfuckers. Alright?
That's funny. To say.
Alright?
Hey, listen.
So-
It is what it is, Papa. That's it.
So yeah, watch out for merch coming out soon. But
Yes.
definitely, yes, we were there last week. We had so much fun, and check that out, y'all.
It was dope. Candice Owens.
You gonna start? Go ahead. Are we gonna follow off with Uncle Facts?
Yes, that's why I am giving a shout out to my boy Uncle Facts. You feel me? Candice Owens, you raggedy bitch. At the end of the day, you are a woman of color. The view that you had was just wow. Like,
I really don't know what's wrong with her.
like you as a black female, how did she make you really feel? Because like I've been waiting to ask you this question. Like, how did she, as a black female,
what did she say really? Like, what
she's tired of black people using like police brutality as an excuse and always complaining and always just like using things to the extreme.
She went at George Floyd's character.
Yes.
Said that they were wrong for making him out to be a hero when he was a really, in her words, kind of a piece of shit person.
Wow.
So, because this is what happens, though. This is what happens when a white cop kills a black man unjustly. They give out a bullshit autopsy report saying the underlying conditions. Then they try to bring up a criminal background to try and justify the death. That's fucked up, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty fucked up. That's exactly what Candice Owens did. That's exactly what she did.
Omar, what up?
Susie. Hi, Susie. Candice Owens has some major underlying issues. I think that, do y'all remember Omarosa, when we thought Omarosa had issues and she was working for Trump and she was in the White House and she was on Apprentice and she was always backing Trump? This kind of feels like that same situation. Like, Candice Owens really has some underlying issues with her blackness.
It's a bit crazy.
Like, she really doesn't.
Is this like a Condoleezza Rice situation?
Like, what other explanation can you give?
It's crazy.
What other explanation can you give? She has fucking issues. Like,
and there were people agreeing with like, oh yeah, he was a bad dude, whatever. Like, what the fuck does his past have to do with how he died that day?
Like, her and Tommy Lauren have to be
nothing.
best friends. They have to be best friends because they both.
And Lauren Ingram, that dumb bitch on Fox News. If anybody knows Fox News, that dumb bitch Lauren Ingram.
Stupid shit. It's like, what the fuck?
It's rough, right?
It's very rough.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's rough. Like, I really don't understand how she could make certain comments about that. Like, you realize that you have black skin, baby. Like, you realize that something can happen to you in the street. You realize that a white person can do harm to you if they wanted to because they think that you're a black piece of shit.
I don't think she does. Maybe it's just
which is what she's proving herself out to be to the black community.
Product of where you grow up, maybe. You know what I mean?
But where the fuck she grew up?
Maybe she grew up in the suburbs. Maybe she grew up in the suburbs. Because I'll tell you what. You know what? I will say this. I have lived in, I can say, I don't want to flat out say the ghetto because, my parents always took care of me and they were blessed to be able to live in good neighborhoods at the very least. But, living in Weehawken, and I grew up in the North Bergen area. I grew up in what some people would consider a hood. Mm-hmm. And, I've also lived in the suburbs. And I can say this, it is in my opinion. I mean, maybe you've never seen it, but I feel like certain cultures in the suburbs don't feel the same pain that people might growing up in the hood and dealing with a lot more racism than they do. I feel like maybe those people that grew up in the suburbs have a skewed view of this whole racial inequality fight.
Their definition of struggle is totally different. It's like in the burbs, their struggle is shit. I gotta take the Camry instead of the BMW.
No facts.
In the hood, it's like I don't even have enough money to get on the bus. The level of struggle is completely different.
But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about Candice Owens because she's fucking retarded. She's up there with the dumbest of the dumb. Like, I don't understand it. But he has to rant about that before we started.
Yeah. I need that out.
So we're adding a new session before we begin because we always do it like before we get on the podcast.
Yeah, we always talk. We decided that we're gonna do and
we want to incorporate our audience more with us.
Absolutely, we want you guys to be able to interact with us in this as well. We're gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask them. Comment on in and let me know what you think about this new little segment that we have. It's called Trio of Questions. We each have a question for each other and for the group to see what y'all think.
Yeah. Comment on it. You let us know what you guys think about it. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
All right. Do you think you could still be in love with, still be friends with somebody you used to be in love with?
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Well, in that scenario, what do you mean? Because, I wouldn't say I'm in love with my daughter's father, but I have love for my daughter's father.
No, it's not even that you have. It's more like somebody that you did love. Like in the past, whether you no longer love them anymore, you were in a relationship, you were deep in love, you guys broke up, it hurt, or whatever, and, you felt that love for that person. Can you be friends with that person? Maybe like
Is the love still there, or it's completely gone?
Who knows? That's the problem. If you really think about it. Who the fuck knows? That little can come real quick.
I mean,
in the moment,
my parents
in the
love
conversation,
each other, and they drive each other crazy. But now they live together and they're making it work. Not relationship wise.
Denise says nope.
I don't agree. It depends on where you're trying to take. I don't know. Where you trying to take this? Are you trying to pursue a relationship, or are you trying to like?
What if you just want to be friends?
But how can you be friends with when someone you're in love with? Like eventually, those feelings are going to come back.
Like, are you still in love with them, or and are you friends, or are you don't love them at all? You're just cool with them.
Then that negates his question. You're not in love with them.
I mean, you could, but it's not a matter of in love with them at that moment. If you've ever loved them,
so that's what I'm saying. There's different types of love.
I couldn't be friends with you. No way.
That's perfect example.
So that's
perfect example. I couldn't be friends with you. No.
You couldn't?
No way. I couldn't. There's no way.
All right. Well, there goes the one.
Could you be friends with him?
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. Now that we're talking about it, I probably couldn't.
Because even if it's friends, I'm still trying to fuck.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I mean, you know, and like I would assume that it would be easier because
we're still in love with each other,
right? And you already know that there will be no chemistry issues.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on where you're trying to take it. Like, if you still love somebody, you still have feelings for them, you still cherish what you guys had, and there's a possibility that can change. So I'm gonna say no. You can't be friends with somebody that you're in love with.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
I think you could. I just think y'all can't chill.
But then that's not being friends.
No, it is, because you could be cordial with somebody. You could be friendly
with a group of friends. It's much easier.
Yeah, you can be friendly with somebody. You might be able to chill in a group setting.
Yeah, but then that whole like.
But like me going to your house and chilling with you by ourselves, fuck it.
Facts.
What you really trying to do?
What's your angle?
What's your angle? What's your MO right now? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Come over, like, what's happening?
Definitely trying.
What's the wave? You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
but if I just like, hey, how are you? How's everything? How's everything going?
Mm-hmm.
Little conversation, boop, boop, boop. Mm-hmm. Dip off. Don't talk to you for like another 2 days. Hit you up 2 days later. Oh, how you doing? What's up? Like,
I feel like that fantasize, that's how you get into like that fantasizing shit, and like you be missing niggas and shit like that, start missing somebody.
I think maybe that's a female trait.
It is, and then the chemistry, like that's why when he said that, it's hard to do it around a group of friends. For me, that's happened to me before, where I've been hanging out, you know, trying to forget about the person, trying not to show that I have feelings for this person, and my giddiness or like my blushing shows really hard. Like, I'm crushing on this nigga really hard. So
I got you.
Cheesing and shit like.
Yo, if you're watching the podcast right now, put your name out so I can give you a shout out.
Yes,
share this. All right, let everybody see this. We're getting into it today.
But that was a good one. I like that one, Jay.
Shout out my boy Ebo. My boy Ebo, me and this guy, we call each other every other night, or and we just have like serious debates. Mm-hmm. And he didn't know that I had a podcast. So he saw the Drunk Unks podcast, and he called me last night, and he was like, "Word, brother. So you not going to invite me on your podcast, bruh? We be debating and arguing, and you not going to invite me, bruh? That's how it is. I feel the love." I was like, I'll give you a shout out. So shout out my boy Ebo.
Hi, Ebo.
Make sure you share this, everybody.
That's cute.
All right, but you're next. Go ahead.
You got another one?
Or you're next. Which one?
I'll go. Is there such a thing as the one that got away?
Bitch.
I'm saying yes, because if I didn't get my shit together, this was going to be the
one. Aww.
So, I had to step up.
With that being said, I mean, it depends. It depends because, like, all right, I'm a pure believer in we grow through what we go through.
Yeah.
So at the same time, like, I appreciate all my exes because they made me into the person that I am today.
True.
You feel me? And like, I don't regret how shit went because it's almost like it had to go that way for me to be where I'm at today.
True.
You feel me? So I can't sit here and really say, did somebody get away from me? Mm-hmm. Because, like, you know, I'm engaged. I'm happy. You feel me? I wouldn't want to be with anybody else. So it's like, if I would have believed in the one that got away, like you said, if she were to get away, I would maybe feel like she,
that would be the one.
like if I fucked up,
Yeah.
not that she fucked up. See, then maybe that's where my view is skewed. No.
Like, who fucked up? Because bitch, if you fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you fucked up,
No, of course.
you didn't get away from me.
No. If you fucked us, she left.
Okay, but how many times have I fucked up? If I really think about it.
Oh my god, just now into your logic, it's none.
Exactly. So,
You know what? Give me the
if
blunt.
you really think about it,
Give me the blunt.
if you really think about it, I know it might be toxic, but I'm not the issue. So,
Nigga,
since I never was,
toxicity is your picture, baby.
no, it's a System of a Down song.
I is a good noodle.
You feel me? I is a good noodle.
I is a good noodle.
I am a good egg. All right. You know how many times I've heard females say that their mother say, "Oh, you know what? That's a good egg." If your mother says that she likes me and you fuck up, you fucked up.
And you'll be that person that's away from.
Yeah, I've said this before. Like, I'm tired of being the one that got away. I've said that before. I'm tired of being the one that got away. Because you know how many exes hit my inbox talking about, oh, you know, I wish things could have went a different way. Like, why didn't you feel that way when
Well,
you,
first of all, we
when
know-
you left?
He
We
showed
know
himself.
what exactly.
They hate me the one that I'm that one.
Like,
Word the fuck up.
I'm that one.
I'm great. Look, you see? Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you, man. She said, yes, you are. That's right, goddammit.
But like, I fucking forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, fuck off.
Some women don't like to hear facts.
No, I was gonna say something about
There he
what
goes.
you said. I was
I
gonna
was in the group. Go ahead.
agree with you.
You agree,
but
right? Like, what if they fuck up? Like, we're
No,
talking.
if they fuck up, then fuck you. Like, no, I got away, not you. What did you have to offer me if I left you?
Yeah.
Facts. We're like that.
Hello.
I learned.
So wait, if you fucked up and I left, would I be that person that got away?
What's my fuck up though?
What does it matter?
Because people leave a relationship for a multitude of things that have nothing to do with just cheating and trust.
If you cheated.
If I cheated. I would be the one that got away. Cause nigga, all the shit that I put up.
We're gonna bring that up. Why you bringing up old shit?
Why you bringing up old
Why you bringing up old
That
shit?
is true. Why you you know he
Bring up
you
old
be
shit.
heartbroken.
And she
Fuck
was
outta
hot
here.
in the blood.
You know what? I'm gonna say it for you because I talk to her all the time anyway. She would be fucking heartbroken.
I know.
All right, fuck out of
I know.
here. Trying to be tough as shit.
All right. Anyway. So yeah.
Sometimes you meet the perfect person at the wrong time by Brie Michelle.
I
That's
like
true.
that. I like that too.
Very true.
I like
How you
that.
doing, Monique Peace? Somebody went to high school with her. She funny said.
Hey, girl.
How you doing? Share the live.
Share the live, y'all.
Sour
Yeah.
Jack. We smoking on some sour jack.
Based on what she said though, I agree. Right person, wrong time.
I do. I'm gonna say it. I've said it to you before,
Mhm.
but if I didn't meet him, and if I didn't, me and my daughter's father were together for 10 years. If I was older, and if I was me now, back then, we would be together. No hold bars. If none of that extra shit happened in our relationship, we would be together.
I think everybody has a person like that. Though.
So-
Like,
Time is everything.
Yeah, but I was not.
like me and my baby mother, if I didn't feel as unappreciated as I did when I was with my baby mother, I can wholeheartedly say we probably feel
Yeah, definitely.
That's an honest statement to make. Like,
Mhm. And like, it's always been my goal as a woman to only be with someone that I've had kids with.
absolutely.
So-
No, I agree with you because
Yeah.
I never wanted to be a statistic.
Exactly.
I that's why maybe I've always been so weary as to like who I'm gonna be with or who I might get pregnant.
Mhm.
Like, yo, the fact that I'm Puerto Rican, 31 years old with one child and only one pregnancy,
Bueno.
you dig. So, you know, most people my age got a couple. You feel me? By different
Facts.
women. So
Most
it's
people
like,
my age, most bitches my age got a couple.
you know what I'm saying? So like I never wanted to be a statistic.
Right.
So I always was just cautious of what I was doing. But then at the same,
facts.
like I agree. Like everybody has that timing where it's like if I could have did things the way I wanted, I would do it this way, but that doesn't necessarily mean I regret the way things came out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
All right.
I agree.
So
Alright.
what's your
What's
so
your
my
question?
question, guys, is
share?
I want to be that aggressive promoter. Motherfucking share.
Facts.
Alright? I don't know what you're doing.
But my
I don't know if that was. I'm sorry, Monica. I don't know if that was a question or a compliment. Either way, thank you and yes. So I answered both.
What did she say?
You good, Ernie? But it says exclamation point.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's like I'm good,
Right.
or if it's like you good, or like you good. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I don't know which one it was. So because I know which one it was, I'm just gonna say thank you to answer one and yes to answer two.
Alright, what's your question?
You can be a great parent and not be with their other parent, just like you and me. Yeah, we agree. What's your
So
question?
my question is, ladies, I want y'all to answer me as well and be honest.
Ooh.
Should makeup compliment a female or change her actual appearance, her actual look, and go?
All right, I'm gonna share my views.
I know that you men have very strong views on makeup, but don't get crazy,
Ooh,
all right?
Monique, that was a compliment. She gave me a compliment.
Oh, go ahead, boo.
Appreciate you. But to answer your question, I gotta give a point of view when it comes to makeup from a man's point of view because I feel like that is a struggle. What she just asked, I feel like a lot of women have a struggle with that because I can tell you 90% of men do not like your makeup.
That's facts.
At all.
Big facts.
There is not one person that has walked up to a female and said, "Bitch, your blush and contour don't match. I ain't hitting it." So y'all really gotta get it together when it comes to the makeup shit. Most guys don't like it. I don't like seeing my girl all caked up. I'd rather see her flaws and all, skin the way it is.
All natural.
Maybe a little bit of lip gloss, maybe a little bit of lipstick, whatever. But don't do too much. Like I feel like women do way too much.
All right, well, that's an opinion. What do you think?
It's the same thing. You change your appearance, you're doing way too much. Why change you into a completely different person?
So how do y'all feel about like the influencers that do their makeup?
I think it's retarded. I think you sitting down watching somebody else do their makeup is fucking dumb. Because the same people that watch that shit,
I watch that. I don't wear makeup.
But I bet you've also asked China why does she watch kids play with other toys?
What? No.
My daughter loves to watch kids play with toys on YouTube.
No, my daughter doesn't watch that.
See,
there's a little ass kid that makes millions off that shit.
Just opening toys.
Opening toys.
Okay.
Some toy review.
So like, y'all really go sit there and watch somebody do the makeup when your face might be different, your skin might be different, the products that they have you probably can't afford. Like,
I mean, look, obviously it's all entertainment. That's what it is. But my question was, I asked that question because I don't have a problem with females wearing makeup. I like a girl that knows how to wear it. I like a girl that knows how to wear makeup. That's another thing. If you don't know how to wear makeup, then why are you wearing makeup? So
even if it's to a point where it completely changes how they look?
I think for the girls that know how to wear makeup, it doesn't change their look.
I think the opposite. I think if you know how to wear makeup,
then it complements it.
No, I think if you know how to wear makeup, you know how to make yourself not look like you. I watched enough videos where chicks, those little chinita chicks that have like no teeth, use tape to bring their shit up here. Fucking they treat their, swear to God, yo, they treat their fucking face like a Crayola fucking skateboard, and it's just like, but then they have one face here and one face here, and they look nothing alike. They fucking put up a little Asian fan, and you're like, yo, look at that bad bitch, and then they do this, and it's like, I would not. You feel me? Like, hold up, I'm gonna read some comments here. Denise says, never change who you are. Monique says, they should compliment. Julia says, shout out Julia. Hey, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
She said it should compliment. Then she said, I went hiking today and seen a girl with her face painted with makeup.
Bitch, but she's sweating to death because it's 90 fucking degrees out.
Now imagine all that makeup on and you sweating balls.
Bitch.
Like,
so like she said her girlfriend said, why the fuck she got makeup on going hiking? She gonna press a bear if she sees one?
right. If you're one of those that put makeup on wherever you go, it does not matter. That's way too much.
James J. Fielder,
to go to ShopRite, you're gonna put makeup on.
James J. Fielder says the person that invented makeup was definitely not cute. So if you cute, you shouldn't need it. I like that logic.
I mean, it's an okay logic to have. I think I'm cute. I don't wear makeup.
That's exactly what he says.
But some girls think that they're cute and they still wear makeup.
I just think they overdo it. I think y'all need to understand when it's overdone. Because, like, think about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're a female. Do you wear makeup to look good for him, or do you wear makeup to look good for you?
I wear makeup to look good for me.
Okay, then you need to look in the mirror and realize that you don't need that much. I think more people need to see that. Because people see themselves and they're just like, kapow, kapow. And it's like, I can't wear a white t-shirt around you because every time I give you a hug, I got a fucking like hold my whole shoulder.
Fucking match. You have a whole face.
If I fuck around and grab your head and go, I now have a designer shirt. You feel me? There's a face by my chest.
Oh my god.
Like,
it's an original EJ.
Yo, what up? This is an original EJ.
Took me out.
13-year-olds look 25 nowadays when they do their makeup.
Facts.
And then they're gonna look like the Olsen twins.
Yeah, Julia said that.
Y'all wanna grow up too fast.
That's the actual fact.
Bree Michelle says it should be used to enhance your look, but you should still look like yourself in the end. But hey, ultimately, everyone has a day they want to throw a little razzle dazzle on.
Yeah, that's me.
Change
like
your
when I
name
wear
for the
makeup.
night and act up. I mean,
I
for me, that sounds like real body behavior, but you know, I'm just gonna say, you know, that sounds a little.
And this is for all the men out here that don't care about makeup. How many times have you gotten aggravated that your girl or wife or fiance is taking mad long and you guys end up late to wherever you guys are going?
That's a fucking fact.
See, this is why I didn't. I
And then you guys get home. You guys are ready to have the best sex of your life.
But you gotta wait for it to take her makeup off.
Thank you. Hold on, I gotta wash my face off.
Right now, I gotta wash my face off.
That's not weird.
But it's
That's what happens, though.
It happened to you, right?
Not afterwards.
At some point in your life, it's happened to you.
I'm ready on the bed like this.
Waiting.
She's putting on her makeup, the very little that she puts on, but still, and I'm like, we gotta go.
So
It doesn't happen afterwards, though.
Bree said nothing worse than the Sharpie eyebrows, though.
Facts, the cartoon
Definitely
shits.
Sharpie. The fucking what was it? The Fairly Odd Parents.
Yo,
Them
word.
eyebrows, bitch.
She said, "Oh, James J. Fields said, if you take a Pinto and put a wrap with a picture of a Ferrari on it, your ass still got a Pinto." I like that.
That was good.
Oh yeah, and then Julia said when she puts red lipstick on, her name turns to Samantha, and it's gonna be a good night.
Hello, go ahead, boo. Go ahead, send me info. Take some pictures, send it to me.
That's funny. I don't. You know what? I guess most guys' problem is that we see you in the morning without it, and we still hear like we still think you sexy as hell. Like for us, it's like I can tell you my female. Like every time she says like I'm gonna go put makeup on, I've told her sometimes like, babe, don't put too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause it just don't. For me, I don't like that look. I like that ponytail, a little bit, maybe a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of eyeliner done. That's it. All that fucking, I look at you and all of a sudden you turn into Running Bull from the Navajo fucking tribe and you got lines going down your face and you're over here fucking playing Etch-a-Sketch with your face and it's like, what the fuck? Etch-a-Sketch.
Etch-a-Sketch.
I fucking can't.
Oh, my baby's watching me. Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. Hi, Val.
No, not Val, my daughter.
Oh, hi, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Well, you gotta specify, nigga. This is the second time you did.
I said my baby. She got. I say the same shit.
Oh, okay.
She got it. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Hi.
Mama on here. You feel me? Oh, Uncle Fax in the building.
Hey, Uncle
Yo.
Max. Wait, I gotta go get my charger. But yeah,
She gotta go get her charger.
Fuck Carol
that was
Dawson,
my,
Uncle
that was
Fax.
my question. If makeup should complement or change the appearance.
Compliment.
Everybody that's on
You
here,
change your appearance. It's
make
too
sure
much.
y'all share this live, man. Share this session. We out here, session 22. All right. We have a new guest, new regular guest, the Blackjew. One more time.
Sir, my pony dance.
New co-host.
Yes, the new co-host. What you been listening?
So how do y'all feel about what's going on? What's been going on? All the updates and stuff about
I feel like the cops gonna get off. Telling you right now. And you heard it here first. There's conflicting autopsies. Okay? Big time conflicting autopsies. So
yeah, but one was
with that being,
proven to be false.
no, that's a private You gotta understand in
The
a court of
first
law.
one or the second one?
The first one was the
first
wrong
one was
one. That was
false.
done by the.
That was done by the medical examiner. The count.
They're saying that he didn't die of asphyxiation. The other one is saying that he died of asphyxiation. I read both of them.
Right.
Okay, so you have conflicting arguments, and they're going to try and prove both.
But the first one that came out was.
How do you know? It wasn't
known as being false.
That's not. It wasn't known as being false.
Yes, it was. It was a fake auth. It was.
Do you know which
autopsy.
one had the asphyxiation and no asphyxiation?
The private
one.
The private one said that he died from compression to and traumatic asphyxia to the neck and back.
That guy has handled famous people,
and there's a video
away.
that shows.
But I'm telling that's fine. That's you guys are making the argument. That's fine. I'm telling you what they're gonna try to use in court.
Oh, for sure.
That's what you saying they better not.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's getting charged.
He's getting charged.
At the worst, they might have to downgrade it to third degree.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
saying.
Baby, listen though. That's what might happen because third degree, if I'm not mistaken, is accidental.
Yes.
So listen to it. So breaking news: the charging doc against Minneapolis police officer who kept his knee on George Floyd's neck says autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxia or strangulation. Combination of force and health problems contributed to death. That was the first one. The second one proved that
it was traumatic asphyxiation by compressions to the back and neck.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm telling you, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The defense is good. Like the defense is going to use their autopsy. The other ones are going to use their autopsy, and if for some fucking chance they get off.
It's gonna be fucking
It's gonna
madness.
be fucking ugly.
It's gonna be
people
fucking
have to
I want y'all to think about this shit. It's gonna be bad. If y'all thought the riots was bad now, if y'all had an opinion about riots now, and pay till he gets off, right? It's gonna be the LA riots times 5.
Oh, for sure. No, but it's people have to start to set in the fact that the other 3 cops will get off if they make bail.
James J. Fielder, my bad. Go ahead. Continue.
No.
No.
Yeah, no. Finish.
So, if they make bail, I read somewhere that they will keep their jobs, but like a shit ton of community service, they're getting desk jobs forever. They're going through some crazy ass training and like retraining. Like it's pretty much going to be hell either way. Their lives are ruined either way.
But you already know what's happening with the Minneapolis Police Department. They're
they're disbanding for sure.
So they're going to lose their jobs.
Their lives are ruined either way. As if Derek Chauvin, whatever piece of shit. That's because I don't want to pronounce his last name. I can't. Who gives a fuck?
Him.
He should get the chair. But if he gets off, the country's to shit.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking craziness.
James Fielder says, if I'm drunk and I smash into Richie's car and he has a heart attack when he sees me about to hit him, am I still getting charged with vehicular manslaughter? At the end of the day, I still caused his death.
Hello.
I like that.
Thank you.
And then hey Joey, shout out to Joey, my boy Darian, yo, what up?
Darian, what up?
LeMay. He oh, by the way, I have a new UBA nickname thanks to Darian LeMay. Sofa King Savage.
Okay.
Okay.
And Darian said, so Darian's on Jovi's phone. If both are admissible, is what he's saying. If both of those autopsies are admissible in court, it's a possibility that these cops might really get off. Because if they do choose the ones that the cops made.
The main one is not getting off.
Who knows, bro? We've seen worse. Come on now. I need you to.
No cop was arrested in Eric Garner's case. They're walking the street.
They all got off on Ronnie King. And that's what I'm saying.
We know one of them.
So I'm saying
we know one of them.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention that because I had a problem.
We know one of them. Unless no friends know now, I'm just saying we know of one of them that is close within what we do. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Well,
Uncle Fat ass nigga for staying around and doing nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Uncle Fact says I want them to get off so we can tear the system the fuck up. I'm with it. What you saying, boy?
I'm with it.
I'm with that wave, Papa. So what else you guys want to talk about?
So next is.
Oh, can I? I want to talk about Buffalo cops real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Buffalo cops. So if everyone should know by now that the two cops up in Buffalo that pushed the old man, cracked his skull, he's not dead, severe condition though. They got suspended. Then you have 57 other dickheads in the department that resigned as a sign of protest because they thought the suspension was unfair.
Yeah.
Well, you fucking played yourself because those two cops got arrested and charged with second-degree assault and could be facing up to 7 years in prison. You're calling up the unemployment number for what, my guy?
Dumbass.
You fucking dickheads.
I like that.
You fucking dickheads.
I'm gonna say it in Spanish in case you understand. Por pendejo.
Stupid ass motherfuckers, man. Stupid asses.
Shout out Joe Algieri.
Algerian Joe.
Hey, Joe.
James J. Fielder says, sort of on the same topic, what is the overall feeling in that room about some of the true colors that are coming out with the people you see every day in the bowling alley?
Fuck them. Ties, we don't speak no more.
We didn't want to talk about it because it's been...
Again?
I said what I said. That's it.
Again, James? Really? Alright, hold up.
You don't gotta say anything. Listen, my opinion. Go ahead, like the blunt. My opinion is, as a black woman, because I'm a black woman, and I want to know what y'all gonna say to me when I walk in the bowling alley. That's number one. Number two are like people who have come out to be racist or they show their true colors. Like, are you gonna come up to me if we talk? Are you gonna say hi to me? Are you gonna ask me how I'm doing? All the extra shit. So that's how I feel about it. That's one. Two is it's. I don't want to say what I really want to say, but it's really disheartening to know that certain people feel the way that they do.
Oh my God, Jay, he said I didn't hear you the first time already, so yeah, please, I want to hear it.
Oh shit.
All right, you know what?
I'm not gonna be. I'm not going to. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not gonna
pussyfoot.
I'm not gonna be chill. I'm not gonna chill with people that feel a certain way about me. Like, if you feel that way about black people, basically, if you really think that black people and niggas is two different things, then you need to check yourself, because that's fucking crazy. And there's no way that you can be my friend, chill in my face, be cool with me, say hi to me, but then behind closed doors, you talking shit about my race. You talking shit about my race is you talking shit about me. Period, point blank. So it is what it is, and there's no reason to continue to have friendships with people like that. That's just that.
I'm gonna say this. Jovi said to each his own. Know me. If you still racist, that's your problem. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna say this. All right. What I said that day, I 100% believe I have not stand down or apologize for how I feel or my opinion. That's first and foremost. I feel like everything that's going on in the bowling alley today, we need to really see from a broader aspect and just understand that the people that we have around us, as we see on Facebook, share alternate views.
Right.
And if you have an alternate view based on my race, I don't want you around me. So, and I feel like people are real yuck with each other in the bowling alley because there's money involved. So at the end of the day, you put money over your pride. For me, do not speak to me if you feel as if I am not an equal person to you because of my Hispanic background. Simple and plain. Where I fucked up, I was tagged people that, I shouldn't have tagged and didn't have concrete evidence. Sometimes I thought, I was in the moment. I didn't think you needed it like 100,000 proof evidence. I went off of hearsay, and that's my mistake. But I think that in the message, people really need to understand that shit is happening in the bowling alley, and we need to really check ourselves and check the people around us if we feel like something is going on or something is being done, in my opinion.
We got a surprise guest right now.
That's Zena.
We got a surprise guest.
She was crying for me to pick her up.
She just woke up.
Yeah.
to say?
No, stop. So we're not gonna talk about it any further. We're not gonna get into it.
That's that.
I mean, it's the same thing with people that you know in your personal life. If you come out to be a racist, then that's it. Like there's no reason for me to continue having a relationship with you.
Yeah.
For what?
I think at this time of age, like it's just stay with me.
Yeah, and I get like there's another thing that I was gonna bring up is like I understand that people might view everyone has a different opinion of what racist is. Like they think that okay, if you're not saying the nigga with the ER on the end, you're not racist. You know, you can say it around us, and cool, whatever. You know, everyone has a different interpretation of what racism and what being racist is. So I get that.
It is what it is, though.
It's just like
You're done.
but we're gonna get back into it. So the Taze college students, they spoke out.
Yeah.
Did you see that video about the black students that
No, I didn't
got
see it.
pulled out of the car and they got tased?
Oh, yes. No, I saw them. I saw what happened. So they spoke?
Yeah, they spoke on
What did they say?
on ABC News. And
did y'all see that video? Comment if you seen that video, yo. Tell me if you seen the video of the two teams driving down in the protest and they got tased and pulled out of their car.
Did y'all see that video? Yeah, the two African American students. They're college students. So all 6 Atlanta police officers who brutally assaulted and tasered the Spelman and Morehouse students in Atlanta this weekend have all been arrested. Good for their asses.
Fact. I think it's completely unnecessary.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time for fucking change. It's time for y'all all to be held accountable. There's no reason why you should be a cop and you're not held accountable for your actions.
Did you hear about the Police Injustice Act?
Yes.
That's something that they're trying to pass right now. Ban on chokeholds.
Yeah. They're trying to ban chokeholds. What else are they doing? No more police force and no more NYPD and police patrol, like school patrol.
I think it's no defunding. I don't know about that anyway. I know what I saw.
They're trying to defund the police. Yeah,
they're trying to defund the police.
Cops, the police system or whatever you want to call it. But I love where it's heading. Like, listen, if
you
this
think you've seen change? You've seen change?
Yes, but we have to continue to apply pressure. Like everybody's been saying, like we can't let up. We can't just be like, okay, yeah, they got arrested. Now let's act. Let's don't be hurting people and getting crazy. But I think you should still. My God, I'm sorry, y'all.
She's screaming. Nah, y'all good. They're probably like, It's funny. I'm looking at the caption over here. It's like little ass is so small.
Facts next to Blackjew.
Next to somebody that's like 6'4". Size of his foot, and he's bullying her right now.
Half the size.
The cat is bullying the Blackjew right now. Like, feed me, bruh.
So, did you hear about Trump putting a gate around the White House?
Yes.
And people are calling it baby gate because it's protecting him from all the looters and the protests. But do you know what street that he lives on?
What
Trump?
Street?
Black Lives Matter Street.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Remember in DC they changed the name.
I think that's dope.
So
I think that's dope.
How do you feel? How does that narcissist feel?
I don't know how he wins again, but I feel like he wins again.
He's not gonna fucking win again. There's no way that this nigga is winning again. He put a fucking gate around the White House. Are you kidding me? He put a whole metal ass. He got his wall. He finally got his wall that he wanted.
Yeah, but
around his little fucking fortress that he thinks he's gonna live in forever. He realizes he has a couple more months in that bitch, right?
I think he don't have a couple more months in that bitch.
He got a couple more months in that bitch.
I think he got another 4 years in that bitch. Like,
you're bugging out.
I'm telling you, man. I hope not. I hope that we could vote him out. I really do. But if you really ask me if I think he's gonna win again, yo, in the back of my head, I believe he has a 100% chance.
No. But babe, did you hear about Trump putting a metal gate around the White House?
I did.
Yeah.
Bitch gate.
Yeah, they're calling it baby gate. So, yeah.
Oh, he actually came out with a tweet too about that 75-year-old man.
Oh yeah, saying that he was a part of Antifa.
that
he was. It's a conspiracy that he's Antifa.
Yeah, I saw that on this dumb.
Yeah.
No, you know Jasmine DeLuna? Call her a dumbass bitch. Alright? Because this bitch is over here talking about my years in acting helped me, assisted me in seeing that this guy is an actor for Antifa. Bitch, you
Shut the
ain't
fuck up.
been no more than a commercial. You need to shut the fuck up because you came to school the first day of the year with the words "come" on your shirt.
Are this the same girl we
The
talking
same
about?
dumb, yes, the same dumb. I'm coming at you.
Why you?
Okay, called you a dumb bitch twice. That means you must really
Yeah,
be a
why
dumb
you-
bitch.
She dumb,
Why
son.
you think delete and block her last week when all this happened?
Oh, because I like to watch the dumb shit. You feel me? It gives me my fuel for my fire. That pen damn dumb. Okay?
Like I said, apply fucking pressure.
Yes.
Birmingham takes down Confederate monuments after 115 years.
Hey,
That's a good
thing.
That's change. Right
Now
there.
they're taking out the Confederate flag out of certain military bases. Like, first of all, excuse me.
The Marines could not use any
Yes.
Confederate flags.
Something like that, yes. Like, excuse me. Like, how do you do that? You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Well, continue to tell me that protests don't work.
Yeah. Like you said, the city of Minneapolis agrees to ban all chokeholds by police.
Yep.
So I love where it's going.
You see, I see the change.
I see the change.
I see the change coming. I think everything is starting to get better, but we gotta keep on.
I see the change, but I also see behind some of y'all's bullshit. Like the NFL finally giving out the apology, but don't want to give the apology to a specific person.
Ooh.
Drew Brees and his, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like this.
Trying to look
And,
too hard.
you know, the continuous tweets out, and now you want to tweet the president. Like, shut the fuck up. You said what you said. Like, if you're going to say shit about racism and the looting and all the riots and shit like that, if you have a different opinion against it, you stand by that shit. Don't come out after you start getting backlash and bullied talking about some, oh no, but I...
Like, the day after you come out with an apology, and then you attack somebody else because now you disagree with that. You're trying the day after?
Yeah.
That's not a real apology. That's your PR team telling you you're trying to put out the fire, you
Oh,
start.
definitely the PR team. So that's my only other thing behind it as well, is like, don't just follow the movement. If you really gonna be about it, be about it. Don't just start saying, don't just start kneeling, don't just start doing, like really actually fucking be behind the movement. Like, don't be fake about it. And that's what I feel like was gonna happen.
You gotta understand, a lot of people got a lot of things to lose if they
that's good for you. Fuck you. Because if you're not behind it, then don't fucking stand behind it.
I think a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people could lose a lot
Facts.
just by standing on one side of the fence. So you gotta stay moving.
Fucking, you heard about Nike pulling their thing with what's their partnership with? I forget the
Not sure.
shit.
I don't know.
But yeah, Cuomo wants to he wants to pass a law to make false 911 calls hate crime.
The Amy Cooper bill.
The Amy Cooper
The
bill.
Amy Cooper bill. That
Now,
dumb bitch.
Look at that, for all y'all Karens out there
That dumb
And
bitch.
and Amy's, okay, that like to call cops on black people, they gonna make it illegal for you to do that now.
I guarantee there's going to be some
Mhm.
white person in power that's in one of these states where there's like 40 people
Mhm.
to try and pass a law saying that Karen would be used as a racial slur now.
If they do that,
I guarantee
you
it.
really think they're gonna do
I
that?
guarantee
That's
it.
crazy.
And I guarantee that white people will be just as offended as if they were called a black person the N-word. I wholeheartedly believe that. There's no logic behind it, but I wholeheartedly believe that someone out there truly feels that way right now as we speak. And it's only going to grow. The more times we call white people Karen, the more that feeling is going to grow.
Hey, I'm calling it now, okay?
Go ahead.
First fight in the UBA is gonna be about some shit on Facebook.
The sky is blue, of course.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bet you a blunt, and you're gonna bet me a blunt.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah, I'm in the side.
That the fight's going to be about a Karen?
No, that the fight's just gonna be about something that happened racially on Facebook.
Well,
No, I don't want to bet that. That's a loss. That's an automatic loss to me.
Either way, you're smoking a blunt with me.
And we ain't lining up both once anyway.
Exactly. So,
All right, so bet. Bet good.
y'all are retarded.
You
Y'all
see
make-
that?
All right.
Bet good, sir. First fight in the bowling alley gonna come about some racist shit that happened on Facebook. Woo, calling it.
Yeah, speaking of people losing a lot because of making a racial slur, or your tweets coming back up from like 5 years ago, or you did a blackface video a couple of years ago and you was stupid and young and you didn't know that it was gonna ever come back up again.
Whatever.
So the Flash TV show actor Hartley Sayer fired for racist and misogynistic tweets.
Yep. Listen, make these people famous because people are getting fired.
Yup.
People are getting suspended.
Yup.
And there's even colleges pulling applications from students if you pull up dirt on them.
Yep.
Just make them famous. That's it. If they want to be racist, they're losing out on life. Make them famous.
And this goes back to what you did.
Yeah.
How could y'all be mad at that? Truly, honestly, and wholeheartedly. I don't care if he's the owner of anything. Those are his feelings. That's number one. Y'all are trying to invalidate how he feels about certain people.
Nah, they were just upset about how I went about it.
I don't care. Just, these people are doing what they're doing. At the end of the day, just like you said, you're going to lose. It's going to cause you to lose a lot of shit. Your life is going to turn upside fucking down because you want to be a racist.
But like somebody told me this weekend, sometimes you gotta let sleeping dogs lie, and if something happens, then you can sit back and just be like,
"Told you,
I told you so."
I told you so. She was like, "No," but you know what? Though? I appreciate that though. I appreciate that aspect of it because it's like, look, if you're wrong, it's a good thing, but if you were right, let them hang themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate.
100%.
So that's why I backed off and I apologize because you know what?
You'll learn on your own.
Exactly.
You'll learn on your own.
Learn on my own. But let's switch the mood up a little bit. We're getting too serious. We need some laughs.
So wait, are we done with this? Are we done with our current events?
Yes, we're done with the current events.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
You want to get into some savage sounds?
Yes.
Before we get into our main topic?
Yes.
So what you been listening to?
I have been listening to, actually, Shake the Snow Globe, the deluxe album by Russ. I need y'all to go check that out. Great album.
That's still on your rotation. You was listening to that last week.
Yep.
You was in love with that last week.
And another week in a row, I've been listening to it all day at work. I'm almost at the point where I know the words.
Aw, look at you. How many songs is on the
And then
album?
you get mad hype once you finally know it, then you just blast it even louder.
Yo.
I love that feeling.
Yo, not to even interrupt you and get off the topic.
21 songs, I'm done with it.
Last week, when we were driving up to Pennsville, you've opened up such a love for me blasting my music in the car now.
Oh yeah?
Like I pull in.
Listen, let me tell you something.
If my shit is down like 46 now, it ain't fucking popping.
Let me tell you something.
You opened the other day, you opened the door, she was loud as fuck.
If you have ever driven in the car with me, I apologize for your ears.
Yeah.
I do not listen to my music no less than 35, 40.
Yes, baby. We
9 times out of 10,
28.
9 times out of 10, it's on max.
When I'm by myself, it's on 40.
Oh, bitch. Look at you.
It's on 40.
I ain't know about you.
When I'm by myself,
down, it's 44.
when I'm by myself, when I'm with you, when I'm with my mother, when I'm with my daughter, when my grandmother in the car, I just changed the music selection. But the shit's still on 62.
The bachata was hitting.
Word, remember? I was putting the bachata in there like, you gotta feel like you in the club with me if you in my car. Because we jamming wherever the fuck we going. That's not gonna be a weird, awkward drive down.
I appreciate a nice air bleed now. Like, not literally.
A nice air bleed.
I'm just saying.
I used to have an ex that used to get mad as hell at me. Like, can you go with the fucking music? I'm like, no, bitch, it's my car.
It's like, what?
Bitch, I don't give a fuck. What? I ain't lowering a goddamn thing.
Right.
Shout out, hey, what up, Christina? Turbo in the building.
Turbo.
Hey, Turbo. You wanna listen? Drop it.
I'm still bumping Jack Harlow. Everybody needs to check this man out.
He's in love with Jack Harlow.
Did I say, oh my god, with this guy Russ?
Right, why you being...
Did I say, oh my god, with Russ?
Why you being,
Here we go.
Why you being musicist?
Up in the balls of the white man.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And what's Russ? What's Russ's nationality?
He's like some weird ass mix. I don't even know. I know he's not white.
Right, he's Spanish. What if he's Puerto Rican?
Then he's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
No, then you come in the balls of the Puerto Rican.
Shit, I'll be holding his balls in one hand and Big Pun's balls in the other. The greatest rappers of all time. Alright? I'm man enough to fucking admit it.
Russ and Big Pun.
If Russ is
as long as they're Puerto Rican, he's the greatest rapper of all time.
I think Noriega's great. Why? Because he's Puerto Rican.
You heard him.
The nerve of you,
Ain't no talking to this man.
The fuck?
2005.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Nah. Check out
King
Jack Harlow.
Pablo.
Should be equal. He should.
He has
Puerto Rican.
I ain't really been bumping no new shit. Nobody really dropped any new stuff. I do feel the Black Lives Matters podcast on Spotify. Shout out to y'all dropping new songs for this movement. But I still don't listen to my regular,
Regular
Kalani, fucking
toxic women music, Kalani,
Jacob Lattimore,
another one.
He just hates on music that's not his.
Exactly.
He hates on music that's not his. And if they're not Puerto Rican, they're trash.
That's right.
I guess.
I'm entitled to that,
funny.
damn it.
Stupid.
Nah, that's dope. I've actually heard a lot of good things about Lattimore.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good
Yeah,
things.
the album is starting.
You're not the first person that I've heard.
It's starting to hit me. It's starting to get me more. Every time I listen to it, that's the one that put out 31, 35 fucking songs.
Yeah, word.
So every time I just,
So you're finding more good songs on the album. Because at first you told me it was on like 4 or 5, and I was like, 4 or 5 out of 35 is a bad ratio.
That's a bad album.
Yeah.
That's a bad album. But it's starting to grow on you.
But I keep listening to my same song, but when I can't turn to the next song and it just plays out, I'm like, oh, that's a nice song.
That's how you discover it. You can't judge it off of one.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to an album at least 2-3 times.
That's true.
Unless they Puerto Rican, then you listen to it once and they're just great.
No, you got me on Bad
Here
Bunny.
we go.
Bad
You feel
Bunny,
me?
That's
That's
fucking
Damn. I had her jamming to Bad Bunny. So she was asking me what he was saying. I was like,
Bad Bunny ain't bad. Yeah, wait, hold up. You thought it was lips. You gotta translate. It's like, oh shit, that was fire. Wait, what he said?
I understand.
She liked the beat.
Spanish music is you can't understand Spanish music.
No,
Spanish music is
I acknowledge that Bad Bunny comes out with hits.
yeah, but the beats are
He's a
good.
hit maker.
The reggae mix, it's like, oh, okay.
You did.
What's up? But he got you making like all doing all of that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, I didn't know I could move like that. All right.
He was
I
right.
gotta check out that.
Can I just say, I felt like we pulled up in the hood of all hoods when we went to go to the drop out.
All right.
You hit that right. I was like, espérate. I hit that right, and I was like, wait.
I was like, oh, this is my kind of place.
Fuck am I at?
I was like, this is back in when I was a kid.
When I saw Tootie come out, I was like, oh, I'm good.
I know him.
I know him.
I know you.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm
It's him I
safe.
know. It's him I know. This is why I'm here.
Everybody hit that share button real quick.
Word up.
Hit
Word
that
up.
share button.
But
Spread the love.
you want to get into our topic? I want
Yes.
to get into our topic because with everything going on, we're an interracial couple. I want to talk about interracial couples and how look at her tail going crazy.
It's crazy.
Maybe her mother and father was interracial.
Huh?
The cat. That's why when we started talking about interracial, I got excited.
You're so cute.
Like, yeah, my mama was a black cat, my daddy was a yellow cat.
Talk about mixed people.
I'm mixed.
Before we talk about our topic, you went out and you protested. I'm proud of you.
Yes,
Yeah, man,
that's
much respect.
No doubt.
I'm definitely proud of you.
What up? That's my people. Like, look, I say it all the time. I grew up where I grew up, and my people are my people. Like, I half my court is gonna be black people. Like, I love who I love. You know what I mean? I've never seen skin. My dad is at all different colors of people around my house. Like, I've never had a vision as to what was right and what was wrong. So, like, I'm just cool with everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, they have a cause that I believe in, and I support them, and I want to protect them. So I decided to go out there with them. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, especially to try to use my voice that I have to be able to share their message. You know what I mean? Like,
But yeah.
Gotcha, yo. Love y'all, yo.
This makes me love you even more. And
Love
I
y'all,
appreciate
yo.
you. I appreciate you being in my life.
Here for you, bro.
Because I know if something happens to me, you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yo, listen, if something would have happened to you with a cop, I'm flipping all hell. You feel me? If any of my people go down, I'm riding everywhere myself. I'm just gonna take a hammer and go down Fifth Avenue. Stop me if you want to, motherfuckers. But justice no peace, bitch.
You're so stupid.
J for J, justice for Jess.
Word up, bro.
J for J.
James J. Fielder says interracial couples can end racism.
They definitely can. And that's why I want to talk about it. So I want to talk about interracial relationships during this. I'm calling it a revelation. I don't care what nobody says. 2020, revelation right now.
Revolution?
Yeah. Revolution will be televised. Whatever. I'm high. Sorry. What did I say the other day about ice cream? You want to tell them?
Let me listen.
I had to hit the blunt moment.
We went to Rita's, right? Everybody knows what Rita's is.
I love Rita's.
And For those that go to Rita's on the regular, there's something called like a concrete. It's they put like a big ass topping on the bottom. If I believe, I never got it. I just saw it on the menu.
It's
Concrete.
like custard, right? Or no?
Yeah, no, the whole place is custard. It's not really ice cream. They serve custard.
Okay.
But nevertheless, she looks up at the menu. She goes, "I think I'm gonna get a concentrate." Did you just say concentrate? Oh, concrete. We didn't smoke.
Listen, because I love her, because I love
China. We smoked when she was in the tub. And then we went to go get Rita. We went to go to the store.
Either way, concentrate. It happens to the best of us.
It's cool. Woof. It's a revolution.
But yeah,
Oh,
so that's
shit.
what I'm calling it. And I want to talk about if couples are talking about it, how they feeling about it, and if we're ignoring it. Because I read 2 different posts. So I read one post because I don't know if you know the actress Tinka Sumpter. Probably don't. She's in a few shows. This is her.
Yeah. No.
So they're in an interracial relationship. Tinka Sumpter. That was very weird.
This person.
She says, "Dear Black people, interracial couples with a significant other who is white," she says, "raise his hand. We do not need to protect them. I promise. They will be A-OK. They need to continue to fight for us. If they get offended when you talk about racists, you have a bigger problem on your hands."
I agree.
Are we agreed? Do you agree?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
All right. Good.
This is this chick can end interracial relationship
Oh,
right
hell
now.
yeah. What?
I feel like, look, if you're in a interracial relationship, you need to speak up right now. That's it. Speak up. You don't even got to speak up publicly. Just be there for your partner and understanding what they're going through right now. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's nowhere near as hard as people are making it seem. It's just, it's rough to see people dating their oppressor.
Mr. Pitts, how you doing, Mr. Pitts? It's been a while.
Some people,
He said it.
some people don't like it. They don't like, and that's Black people too. Like, they don't like. See, I know what is it? Isn't don't Black women not like white women because they date Black men? Like, isn't that a thing?
There's a thing. That's definitely a thing.
That's the thing. I mean, I don't. As far as me, I don't not like it. I just think that white women don't understand, and will never be able to understand a Black man. That's just how I feel. I will always have that opinion, and not saying that about you personally. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't think that you can ever fathom what the Black man goes through. He's separate from any other race of man. Yes, men go through a lot of shit. Y'all all have your own trials and tribulations, but the Black man specifically, I don't think the white woman can ever have the capacity to understand him. I just don't.
And let me know how y'all feel on that.
So Black guy in a interracial relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He's married to a white woman.
Appreciate you, books.
He posted a comment about how he's feeling with this whole George Floyd thing is going on, being that he's in an interracial relationship. So he basically posted, I don't want to read this whole thing, but people of color, let me introduce you to my white wife. I'm not going to say her name. She's my best friend in my world, the greatest blessing God has ever given me. She feels your pain. She worries her husband when he leaves the house. Oh, she worries for her husband when he leaves the house. And she too is deeply saddened by some of our nation's most recent events. The murders of Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. Please know that when you make blanket statements or generalizations about how all white people are racist, you're talking about my wife. In fact, you're talking about some of my coolest friends and the best people I know. That I can't tolerate. I'm okay with people making judgments about me because of my skin color. To be honest, I couldn't care any less what people think of me. However, when you make statements about the people I care about, it ticks me off. Get off Facebook and know that not everyone has to express themselves the same way you do. How do you feel about that statement?
I like it. I like that as well. It's an understandable statement coming from from his partner. Like, I get it.
It's rare that there are white women that, I mean, you can say like the same thing like for you, like when you made that post on Facebook, like you acknowledge what they go through. That can stand for white women also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can acknowledge it. I mean, if that's how she truly feels, and it's not just When you say it on Facebook, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. James J. Fielder said, if you are with a black man or a black woman, do not take the time to find out what that person goes through on a daily basis and take the time to do the research to find out what this country is really about and what it's like to live in this country as a black or brown person. Then you truly need to step back and ask yourself, should you even be with that person? So don't because you know what, he's right though, because I don't want to know about your everyday experience, because you might not experience whether you are black what another black person is experiencing based off of where you live, based off of wherever. You get what I'm saying? You might not be able to. You're like, I know a lot of people that say I've never been called the N word, and they're black. But you have people that say I have been called the N word, so it might hit different. You get what I'm saying? But what he's saying is research how this person has to live their life because they're black or brown, and see if you can support that and help that and protect that. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be with that person, because it's not a matter of a daily thing. It's the system. See how the system treats your partner, and really understand that this is what they go through, and if I can't support you, I shouldn't be with you.
Well, certain people feel that the black guy's thoughts, because his statement was not where it's at.
Obviously,
So
there's always going to be the other side. There's always going to be the other side of the coin to that.
Someone posted, you can tell when a black man hates their skin, doesn't fully love themselves, or is a colorist. You saw how his statement didn't make any type of sense. You worried about other black people bringing awareness to inequality and worried about your safety, and if that you decide to worry about how your white friends feel. That shouldn't matter, because at the end of the day they can go jog and not be worried about being stopped by but you. They see you as a thug and you can get shot in any moment for being black, and you're worried about feelings and not the reality.
I think the problem
That's
is
a bit much.
yeah, like that's a bit much. Because
Preacher's
it's like,
talking about his wife.
yeah, like, bro, that's your wife. Like,
It's a bit
you're
much.
supposed to come that way. That's your wife. The fuck? He's single.
Yeah, I mean,
I bet you who he wrote that out is single.
That was a dude or a female that wrote that?
the name is
Are you a big
Tip
fan
of the Stick. That's the person's name on Instagram.
Okay, well, you gotta change your Instagram name. That's first of all. We'll get that out the way right now. You gotta change that, because whether you're a guy, if you're a guy, that's a mega pause. If you're a girl, what the fuck?
That's her head. She's so little.
Fucking title. Pain in the ass.
Yeah, she's literally like a little baby. She literally is a human baby. She wants to be up underneath you. She wants to eat.
Well, she's trying to jump off.
But yeah, like I stated last week, I think that as long as you are acknowledging that what's going on in the world is fucked up, as long as because I don't feel like white people can never know what it is like to be a black person. They can never understand what it is to possibly walk down the street and get hurt, just for the color of their skin. They don't know. So they
find it out during these protests.
Right. So of course they wouldn't have a comment.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You peacefully protesting, you're with the movement, and you're still getting arrested. You ain't do nothing wrong.
Now you know how it feels.
Now you know
I know how it feels.
You're laughing. So yeah, I wouldn't expect a lot of my white friends to know what to say in this time. As long as you're acknowledging that this shit is fucked up, and no, I'm not a racist, and I'm with you, I stand with you, and
then we all coochie.
Then we good. But as far as like in a relationship wise, if you're not standing behind your significant other, then especially in a time like this, and not acknowledging that
this is a deal breaker.
I don't want to. I mean, I basically like cried a couple weeks ago, and I was like breaking down, like, what the fuck, like what's wrong with us, like, questioning the love that he has for me. So it definitely is tough right now for an interracial relationship. He's very supportive.
I never been mistreated that way. Hopefully, I never ever have to. But I love you, all of you, and for the color of your skin also. And we have the same views on this, 1,000%. And
I think right now it's just touchy in a lot of relationships because white people might not know what to do.
Exactly. So
They
it's
don't know how to
tough.
handle it.
They don't know
They don't know
how
how
to
to
handle
handle
this. They don't know what to say.
They don't
like,
know how to deal with it. They don't know how to. So then their silence is almost just like, look, I'm gonna protect you because I love you. I don't know about your movement.
But
And
do you think
unless
silence is worse than saying something?
I think it's an individual basis. I think if your partner wants you to be quiet, then be quiet. If your partner wants you to be more vocal, then be more vocal. If you can't be more vocal, then that tells something to your partner.
But if it's like,
But it's like if your partner doesn't care.
Let's say we secretly disagree, but I'm just agreeing with her because I love her and I want to protect her.
But
That's not the case.
But if she thinks that your view on it, whether it be disagreeing, because you can't disagree on you being a racist because you're with her, you're engaged to her, you're just fucking her.
But I mean, like, if she was, perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about Black Lives Matter. What if I said all lives are crazy, right?
Yeah.
It ain't about all lives matter. Fuck that whole bullshit. That shit is dumb as hell. That shit is dumb. I shared a meme where it was like top portion of the picture of someone that hurt his leg. It's like, ow, my leg. Someone get help. Bottom picture's like, well, what about my leg?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, what's wrong with your legs? Nothing is wrong with your legs, nigga.
People gotta understand.
You're
It's Black Lives Matter, not only Black Lives Matter.
I think white people just got a problem because white women like black dick. There, I said it.
They salty about that. Some of them.
I feel like the idea of mixed babies bothers a lot of white people. So that's the issue.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that.
I know
That
that
ain't a limb. It's facts.
a lot of people think that the white man is fighting for their race.
Penis envy. It's a thing. Google it.
You hear me? I said I know a lot of white people who think that this is a fight for their race.
It is because everybody. You wanna know why? Because everybody like white girls. That's why. Everybody like white girls. Why? We get white men upset. Alright.
And
the babies end up, I ain't gonna start. Mixed babies are cute, yo.
They are.
Oh, thanks, man.
Mixed babies are fucking beautiful,
thanks,
bro.
man.
Everybody wants a mixed baby. That's why, like, I'm gonna get Val pregnant. Yo, that baby gonna be half Puerto Rican and half Colombian. That baby gonna come out salsa. You feel me? That baby gonna come out ping, 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 corta. You feel me? Like,
Stupid.
that's gonna be a sexy baby.
Well, I feel this one, a black woman discovers that a white man she was dating sent vile racist messages about her to his friends, calling her the N-word and saying his grandpa would have owned her.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
So that's another example. Like
now you gotta see the wounds after all.
He's playing in front of her like, I love you. Yeah, I love you. You know, it's me and you. It's me and you. Just like how he was saying. But secretly, he doesn't feel that way. So how do you, like, if she would have never found out about this, like, she found out about text messages that he sent.
Well, guess what?
Bitch.
But guess what?
So
you ain't never gonna find out. That's the whole point. You never gonna find out if you really don't want to find out. Be like that.
That's crazy.
Have you experienced blatant racism within your own families? If so, how did you handle it? Yes.
Not mine.
Not mine.
As Puerto Ricans, yes. And this is something that I want to say. I feel like us Puerto Ricans need to take a step back and understand that we are not our parents' households. We are not our grandparents' households. Racism is not okay. Who they are, regardless of race. I think it's just our history, or maybe I don't know what it is, but a lot of old Hispanics, a lot of old Puerto Ricans, they have their own racial views.
Dominicans too.
It's a problem in the Spanish community, and
really do.
I've experienced it, and my cousin did it, and I slapped him in his mouth, and I said, "Don't you ever say that shit again," because at the time I was attempting to hook up with a black chick, and I was like, I felt a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in the process of talking to a black chick, and he said something about her race. I slapped him in the mouth, and I was like, "Yo, like, fuck is you doing? I'm mad racist." Like,
it's called for the slap anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, EJ.
I mean, granted, we didn't end up doing it. Obviously.
I mean, but still, that proves that you're not a racist.
I tried.
You've never seen race.
Nah, it's just not my thing.
I first saw some old white bitch in a McDonald's a couple days ago.
It happens.
It happens. I walked in. I just wanted a drink. She was already screaming.
Yo, Bree be asking me these deep ass questions, son. Get me upset, son.
What's the question?
No, that was a question.
But yeah,
call out all racism, all 2020,
definitely,
and beyond.
There's no reason why we should be in a racist world. Again, period, point blank. There's no reason why. Like,
People are ignorant, man. Oh, excuse
The
me.
media plays a big part in it, though. Let's keep it real.
I do.
Media controls everything, and we are sheep. At the end of the day, we talk about what they talk about. And that's all. That's what it comes down to.
Well,
Hold on. It's a simple test for me. I have a books ask a question. It's a simple test for me. The white person, friend, lover, or whatever, have they asked you how are you doing or anything about what's going on? If they really care, they would ask and want to listen. It's obvious black folk are going through something traumatic. I've had random white folk and coworkers come up to me to express support, initiating the convo, letting it be known that they are on our side. So if they have the courage, then so can the white people who so-called care about me or say we cool. Dave, yeah, that's exactly what we've been talking about.
Yep.
That's word for word we've been talking about. I know he just joined, so that's why. That's word for word we've been talking about, bro.
Yep. And there's no reason why I feel like, unfortunately, you know, like I said, your silence is golden. If you're not acknowledging that there's a problem, then I feel like you not saying something is an issue.
Hashtag no buts. There's no buts in this.
Yep. I've been hashtagging that every time I repost.
Hashtag no buts in this.
Yeah. Like, I started to feel a kind of way because I started crying, and you were kind of sitting there, and then you didn't say anything for a little bit. But then you turned to me and you were like,
I didn't realize.
Yeah, and you were like, are you okay? Like, what happened? Like, he started hugging me, and he's like, you alright throughout all this? Like, what's going on? Talk to me. And I started talking.
Well, you know, it's a little awkward if somebody starts crying and shit. You feel me? You gotta
I was on our phones, and I was watching a video or something about this whole shit going on.
I was out on my phone watching TV. I thought you were doing the same thing. You know, once I saw, you know.
Yeah, so I feel like, unfortunately, your silence is golden if you're not at least acknowledging that there's a problem in your relationship and acknowledging that you want to, what can we do to fix, like, what can we do to help this movement? Like, not fix it, what can we do to help? But
that's it.
Shout out John Johnson on here.
Hey, John.
Yo.
Uncle Facts. That's Uncle Facts. No, Uncle Night Night, right?
Uncle Night Night.
Uncle Night Night.
I gotta be honest with you, bro. I didn't know Uncle Night Night was that old.
Well, don't tell his age.
I'm not gonna say his age, but like, he was old.
Uncle Night Night, you look good for your age, boo.
Black don't crack.
I don't care about my fiance. You look good for your age, boo. Okay?
He's like 60, right?
I don't know, but you look good for your age, boo.
He's like 60, I think. He looks 60.
No, he don't.
He looks black 60, not white 60. There's a difference.
Black 60 is white 25.
Do you think a racist can change? Can they one day wake up and no longer be racist? No. Racism is taught and something you believe in. Done.
But if I'm trying to unteach you to be racist,
you can't unteach racism.
But what if you're trying to learn? The person's trying to learn.
Once you believe it, you believe it.
What if the person's trying to learn and trying to not believe?
You're gonna continuously find something to argue against what you're trying to believe. You know, when you believe something, you believe something. You can't change people's mind.
I think
Especially something that's taught.
It's like someone that's just openly, blatantly racist, not racism, and downgraded to being silent and not caring.
Or unconsciously racism, which I believe there is a thing.
Yeah.
I think that you could be unconsciously racism and consciously racism. Consciously racism, no. You cannot wake up and just all of a sudden you're not racist because something you read.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's a belief that is beyond just books. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unconscious racism, it's more like believing in certain bias and stereotypes, and that kind of makes you out to be a racist. Unconscious racism, you can unlearn that. Because it's just a matter of information.
It's embedded in you, but like at the best you can get from a racist person is they're just quiet about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so they can unlearn. You feel me? They can unlearn what they've learned to give them that opinion. But somebody who is blatantly outside big time racist, it's way beyond something they learned. Something that they believe
they'll never ever change.
That's not going to change.
Yeah.
No shot.
I agree.
Monique with peace. If racism is taught, then it can be changed, just like religion. Michael Hall, anything can be unlearned. Yep.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into religion though. That's we're gonna take that one and we're gonna put a pin in it.
Definitely.
And we're gonna leave it there. Okay.
For February 30th.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? February.
I mean, I think the world ended in the next couple of years anyway. You see the shit that's fucking going on? Like, come on now.
I think 2021 can turn out.
Fuck 2021.
We gotta get through this year.
No, because I'm tired. I'm tired of every year fucking December comes and I'm like, you know how I was 2019? Fuck 2019.
Yep.
2020 gonna be my fucking year. 2020 means great vision, so my year gonna be lit. Like 2019 was such a fucking what the fuck? It's June. Look at all the shit we've been through.
This year's almost over, bro.
No, it's not almost over. Think of, no.
This year's gone by, though.
I don't need you to think that this year is almost over. I need you to think that it's only been 6 months and look at the shit that we've gone through in those 6 months.
It's facts.
That's facts.
That shit has not been the same since Kobe died.
Yo, and before that, January fucking, like in January.
Fuck that bullshit World War III.
I'm saying, like, yo, we've been doing
I was more worried about murder ordinance.
World War III almost started in fucking January, bro.
I was more worried about murder ordinance.
Dead ass with Trump and them. And
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really think about what we go through 2020. But here's the worst part. 2018, 2019 gonna be my fucking year, son. 2019 is gonna be
about to be big. 2019 coming.
I'm doing it. 2019 come. Fuck 2019. So you asking me about 2021? I'm gonna keep the same energy now. So what have you done for me lately? Fuck that shit.
But not even to front, they did say wealth and was coming in 2020. We all got them stimulus checks.
Yeah, well, what are we them stimulus checks? And what did we spend it on? Weed? Because we was stuck at home doing nothing. They gave us money. They gave us money.
Much needed break.
No, they gave us money for the food industry. You know why? Because all we could do is stay home and spend money on food.
Eat out.
We couldn't do anything else.
All we did.
So all the extra money that we got went right into the fucking food.
Fucking crazy. But we're gonna get ready to head out of here, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us this
Appreciate
session.
all of y'all. Make sure y'all share this live.
Yes,
This will be dropping again on the airwaves on Thursday.
Yep.
Shout out Drunk Unks Podcast. Shout out Not For Debate Podcast. Shout out Kai Customs. Shout out the Savagery Sessions Podcast because y'all my peoples. And I love y'all. So shout out my own people. Shout out the viewers. We appreciate y'all. Continue to hit us up on Facebook. Continue to share our page. Continue to support. We got merch coming out soon.
Yes.
I got some dresses coming out soon, y'all.
Hit them with all the shit that you like, bro, that you know.
The Blackjew's gonna be on with us each week now. So I hope y'all like him being on.
Every week.
But yeah, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify,
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker app,
Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and there's one more. Oh, it's 9. Oh well.
Did we really forget the one?
We forget the one. We always forget the one. It is what it is, love. Did you want to drop your Instagram?
At NyQuil_in the flesh. You have a funny story behind that.
We'll talk about it next week. You want to drop your Instagram?
King Rich 817. No underscore.
Yes. And my Instagram is Gada_LUVJRO. And we'll be back next week, y'all. We're gonna get out of here.
Peace.